Hello and welcome. In this video, we are looking at the Australia border and entry changes highlighted for 2026. If you are planning to visit Australia for tourism, business, family travel, or another temporary purpose, these updates are important because border procedures and compliance checks can affect your journey from the moment you prepare your documents until you arrive in Australia. First, let us talk about the digital arrival process. Australia has been moving toward digital arrival declarations, with a QR code-based system being introduced and expanded. The idea is to make arrival information easier to submit electronically and to reduce reliance on traditional paper forms. According to the information in this infographic, the rollout is expected to expand nationwide over a period of roughly 12 to 18 months. Travelers should therefore watch for the latest instructions before departure and use only official government systems when completing an arrival declaration. Next comes stricter scrutiny. Travelers should expect greater attention to the accuracy and consistency of their documents, travel history, and visa information. This does not mean that every traveler will face the same level of questioning. However, it does mean that your application, supporting documents, previous travel information, and answers at the border should be truthful, complete, and consistent. If you have changed your circumstances since receiving a visa, check whether you need to report that change or obtain further advice before traveling. Another point highlighted in the infographic is increased arrival control powers for certain temporary visa holders. The important message for travelers is simple. Having a visa does not automatically guarantee entry. Border and immigration authorities can assess whether the conditions for entry are satisfied when you arrive. Some temporary visa holders may face additional restrictions or checks depending on their circumstances and the rules that apply to their visa. Now let us discuss biosecurity, one of the most important parts of entering Australia. Australia has strict rules covering food, plants, animal products, and other materials that could introduce pests or diseases. Travelers should declare items when required and should never assume that an item is harmless just because it is commonly carried in another country. If you are unsure, declare it and allow the relevant officer to make the decision. Failing to declare restricted items can lead to penalties, delays, or disposal of the goods. So what should travelers do before flying? First, check your passport, visa, and travel documents carefully. Make sure the information is accurate and that your visa conditions match the purpose of your trip. Second, review the latest arrival and declaration requirements before departure. Digital systems can change, so do not rely on an old screenshot, an old form, or information from social media alone. Third, prepare a clear record of your travel plans. Know where you will stay, why you are traveling, and what documents support your purpose of travel. Fourth, review Australia's biosecurity requirements. Food, plant materials, animal products, medicines, and other goods may have special rules. When in doubt, declare the item rather than taking a risk. Finally, remember the key message. Plan ahead, follow the rules, and travel smart. Border requirements can change, and individual circumstances are different. The information shown in this video is a general summary based on the supplied 2026 infographic and should not replace current guidance from the Australian government. Before you travel, always check the latest official Australian immigration, border, and biosecurity information for your specific visa and circumstances. Thank you for watching. If this update was useful, share it with other travelers who are planning a trip to Australia, and subscribe for more visa, immigration, work, and travel updates.